fans? This is your boy Mega Christian here. What's going on, Mega fans? This is your boy Mega Christian 2000 here. Why am I forgetting my username in YouTube? My God. Alright, so I already said it. And welcome back to the reaction video. So today's reaction video that we're gonna watch is a very scary story. Because it's already spooky month. Everybody dance to spooky month. Alright, so today's reaction video that we're going to watch is a scary story. And the scary story is called The Smiling Man. I haven't heard about that story before. The Smiling Man? Isn't that the guy that's all smiling all the time and goes outside the house and everyone sits and he's smiling at to people? I don't even know what the Smiling Man is, but if I definitely hear the Smiling Man, it reminds me of this guy who's been smiling all the time for some reason. But many of you people know that I did a reaction video like 2 years ago. In this year, on October 31st, 2018, I reacted to the Smiling Man, and I was wearing the sunglasses with a mustache because that's the nicest prop that I ever seen in my life. So after that, today this is a new one. So this is the upgrade of this video because the old channel that I had before it was like gone, and now I'm doing the reaction of the Smiling Man, like right now on this month because it's spooky month. And it's October, it's fall, and everyone's excited about Halloween. I don't know how Halloween's gonna go because of this quarantine stuff. Well, let's just find out until it's on October 31st. So let's get on to this scary story. The Smiling Man.
About 5 years ago, I lived downtown in a major city in the US. I've always been a night person, so I would often find myself bored after my roommate, who was decidedly not a night person, went to sleep. To pass the time, I used to go for long walks and spend the time thinking. I spent 4 years like that, walking alone at night, and never once had a reason to feel afraid. I always used to joke with my roommates that even the drug dealers in the city were polite. But all of that changed in just a few minutes of one evening. It was a Wednesday, somewhere between 1 and 2 in the morning, and I was walking near a police-patrolled park quite a ways from my apartment. It was a quiet night, even for a weeknight, with very little traffic and almost no one on foot. The park, as
That's
it
scary.
was most nights, was completely
No one in the
empty.
park, just you by
I went
yourself.
down a short side street in order to loop back down my apartment when I first noticed him. At the far end of the street, on my side, was the silhouette of a man dancing. It was a strange dance, similar to a waltz, but he finished each box with an odd forward stride. I guess you could say he was dance walking, headed straight for me. Deciding he was probably drunk, I stepped as close as I could to the road to give him the majority of the sidewalk to pass me. The closer he got, the more I realized how gracefully he was moving. He was very tall and lanky and wearing an old suit. He danced closer still until I could make out his face. His eyes were open wide and wild, head tilted back slightly, looking off at the sky. His mouth was formed in a painfully wide cartoon of a smile. Between the eyes and the smile, I decided to cross the street before he danced any closer. I took my eyes off of him to cross the empty street. As I reached the other side, I glanced back, and then stopped dead in my tracks. He had stopped dancing and was standing with one foot in the street, perfectly parallel to me. He was facing me, but still looking skyward, smile still wide on his lips. I was completely and utterly unnerved by this. I started walking again, but kept my eyes on the man. He didn't move. Once I had put about half a block between us, I turned away from him for a moment to watch the sidewalk in front of me. The street and sidewalk ahead of me were completely empty. Still unnerved, I looked back to where he had been standing to find him gone. For the briefest of moments, I felt relieved, until I noticed him. He had crossed the street and was now slightly crouched down. I couldn't tell for sure due to the distance and the shadows, but I was certain he was facing me. I had looked away from him for no more than 10 seconds, so it was clear that he had moved fast. I was so shocked and I stood there for some time, staring at him, and then he started moving toward me again. He took giant, exaggerated tiptoed steps, as if he were a cartoon character sneaking up on someone, except he was moving very, very quickly.
What the
I'd like to
hell?
say at this point that I ran away or pulled out my pepper spray or cell phone or anything at all, but I didn't. I just stood there, completely frozen, as the smiling man crept toward me. And then he stopped again, about a car length away from me, still smiling a smile, still looking to the sky. When I finally found my voice, I blurted out the first thing that came to mind. What I meant to ask was, "What the fuck do you want?" in an angry, commanding tone. What came out was a whimper. What the fuck? Regardless of whether or not humans can smell fear, they can certainly hear it. I heard it in my own voice. That only made me more afraid. But he didn't react to it at all. He just stood there, smiling. And then, after what felt like forever, he turned around, very slowly,
Oh my
and
god.
started dance walking away. Just like that. Not wanting to turn my back to him again, I just watched him go, until he was far enough away to almost be out of sight. And then I realized something. He wasn't moving away anymore, nor was he dancing. I watched in horror as the distant shape of him got bigger and bigger. He was coming back my way.
Oh my
He was
god.
coming back my way, and this time he was running.
Oh
I
my
ran too.
god.
I ran until I was off the side road and back onto a better lit road with sparse traffic. Looking behind me then, he was nowhere to be found. The rest of my way home, I kept glancing over my shoulder, always expecting to see his stupid smile, but he was never there. I lived in that city for 6 months after that, and I never went out for another walk. There was something about his face that always haunted me. He didn't look drunk. He didn't look high. He looked completely and utterly insane. And that's a very, very scary thing to see.
Well, that's the scariest story I ever seen in my life. So that's what the Smiley Man is all about. So one guy just walked. He's a night person and he's just walking by himself, thinking about something. I will never do that in real life. Like being a night person, just walking at the dark place where thugs were in a abandoned alley for some reason. I don't know what it is. And then you could see a smiling man dancing, and then he's looking up at the sky and was like, "Ooh, a Big Dipper." I will never, ever in my goddamn life walk in the middle of the night or in the morning, like 1 or 2 a.m., to see a freaking smiling man that's dancing on the sidewalk or chasing me. I'm not. I'll never do that. I'll never walk in my life. I'll never walk at night. Never. Anyways, if you guys already pee in your pants, just change another clothes or just ask your mom for a pamper. So, this is a really scary story. If kids are watching this, they're gonna have nightmares. Just watch it with your family or somebody that cares about you. So, anyways, thank you guys for seeing this reaction video of the Smiling Man. If you want to see the original video, just go to the original video that's on my description below. And also subscribe to Llama Arts because he created a bunch of scary stories and it literally pissed my pants. Literally. Anyway, so I'll see you mega fans and wait, hold on, I forgot. And also don't forget to leave the comment down below, leave the like, and also subscribe to my channel to see what you guys think of this video. If you don't like it, I'm sorry. There's gonna be another video, And then I'll see you, mega fans, in the next video. Peace out. And also, happy Spooky Month. But I wasn't wrong up in my